Welcome back. It has been a hot minute since I have posted anything. It has been absolutely crazy in my life with all the holidays happening, and I was trying to kind of declutter my house, get an absolute refresh of the house, of myself for the new year. Happy New Year, everyone. So come along with me while we declutter a bit. I got some new finds on Black Friday. This is what this is right here. These Anchor Hocking glass storage containers. I absolutely love them. We got rid of all of our old plastic ones, just a Rubbermaid, Tupperware, whatever brand they were. They were cheap at the time and we needed them, but I finally got a wonderful upgrade, these beautiful glass ones, and I absolutely love them. This may seem a bit counterproductive by me taking all of the leftovers and dirtying these new containers by emptying the old ones into the new ones. But I was too excited to wait any longer until those other containers were completely emptied and washed and donated. That is what I ended up doing with all of the old ones, is I donated them. So it's the entire set. So whoever finds it at a Goodwill, St. Vinny's, wherever they end up, it's still a really nice find. But I did go ahead, I emptied out all of the old containers and put them in the new ones. I'm sure some people are going to think it's kind of gross that I did not wash them thoroughly before I did all of that. But I went ahead and did it anyway. That's just how I roll sometimes. One of the next exciting things that happened, not really on Black Friday, it was slightly before Christmas that I got this. We have been dying to have some more counter space in our house, and it wasn't working for us. So I found a rollable island cart that had a wonderful countertop. It's absolutely amazing. I have all the room in the world to food prep and make our meals, and then, the Instant Pot you see in the background, that can sit on the counter, that can do its thing while I'm using it, and I can tuck it away when it's done. It's a wonderful surface. I wrapped all of the Christmas presents on it this year. It was a wonderful purchase. Although, putting it together, I realized all of the drill holes that are in the pieces were not fully, or screw holes, excuse me. They weren't fully screwable, if that's the right word. So I was so excited to put this together and have it be a surprise when my boyfriend came home. And I like being independent. I love doing stuff like this by myself. I can just get in the zone and go ahead and do it. But I ended up needing him to bring home a couple drills for us because I could not get these screws screwed in on my own. And come to find out, when the whole thing was put together, everything was said and done, my phone did not record any of that footage. So all I have is the video right here of me unboxing everything and sorting it all out and kind of taking inventory of everything that came in the boxes. And that was all that I was able to get. But it has been an absolutely wonderful purchase. I would definitely recommend it. I have yet to make an Amazon review about it, but it is a wonderful, wonderful item for our kitchen. I realized going through all of this footage, I was able to get a little bit of some filming done when I first started and ran into the issues of finding out that none of the screws would screw into the pre-drilled holes. So here's me starting to put it together. I didn't even make it past step 1 because I could not get the screws screwed in. So enjoy me struggling through this little moment, and then we'll hop right into the next thing. Watching this footage back, I think it's so funny seeing my frustration right here, but I was so done with that project. And here we are, a couple days later. This is what the side view of the island looks like all put together. There is actually that drop down leaf right there. Most of the time we have it up just so we have a bit more counter space to use, but we are able to sit at it and eat. But on this day, my goal was to declutter and reorganize everything that is in our pantry. Our pantry is we have a very nice microwave cabinet that has some storage up top, and then the microwave kind of in the middle on a surface, and then we have some cabinets underneath. So both of those cabineted areas are our pantry, because we don't have a lot of counter space, we don't have a lot of cupboard or cabinet space, so we ended up buying a microwave stand that would serve multiple purposes. So here I am just going through everything, trying to combine some like things with like things, taking inventory of what I even have, what I didn't even remember that I had, and trying to make a mental note of things that I need to use up soon. You'll see our dog walking around in here too. She was hanging out with me. She loves being a part of everything. She's super nosy. She gets in the way, but we absolutely love her. One of the things that I thought was the most fun when it came to this project is I sort of tried to downsize our spices and all of the containers of things that we have. I put a lot of it in glass jars, glass mason jars, or just extra jars that I had around, and tried to combine things. I was able to mix a few of the spices to make like a homemade taco seasoning and other things like that. So it was kind of a 2-for-1 downgrading, if you will. Taking multiple things, putting it in one, and it takes up a little less space, it looks better, it's more pleasing for me to look at, and I just thought that was a really fun part of this project. I realize now downgrading is not the word that I intended to use, it was more like downsizing. And if you see on the island, there is a door right there, there's a cabinet, and there's 3 drawers in there. I was able to go through the drawers that were already in the kitchen and kind of reorganize those and transfer things into the new cart and make everything in the kitchen way more practical for us. And it has been an absolute blessing to have this rolling island cart in the kitchen. I cannot talk about it enough. After I had taken everything out, reorganized, then it was time to put it all back. I think the cabinet still looks kind of cluttered, but in a somewhat organized way. Even after I have recorded this video, I have rearranged the cabinet once, if not twice more already. There's still a lot of room for improvement, and I still feel like we have way too many things, and I need to go through things quicker, but it's better than what it was. Also, I have seen some videos of other YouTubers who do canning projects and things like that, and they recommend keeping the boxes that your jars come in when you buy them. It's way easier to transport them around. It just keeps them safe in one area. You can label that box as whatever's in the jars. If you don't label your jars, what have you. So that's why I have that big bulky box in there. That's probably part of the problem, but not quite ready to get rid of it just yet. And here we are. This is the day after Christmas now. I was just trying to clean off the island top, take care of some packages and Christmas presents that still need to be dealt with, or did need to be dealt with at the time. They have found their proper homes at this point. I did get a new Keurig for Christmas as well, so that was just the old one. It has seen some better days. On this day, I decided I was going to tackle cleaning out the junk drawer in our kitchen, and actually 2 of them. We have a junk drawer in the microwave stand, and then a junk drawer that's behind me in the video. I went through both of those, reorganized them, kind of condensed things, and made it a lot more organized for my sanity. And then I also, later this afternoon, I tackled the bathroom under our sink. I reorganized all of that, and that will be coming up in just a bit. I started by emptying the drawer in the microwave stand, and then the junk drawer in the built-in cabinets in our kitchen. and it looks like an absolute mess sitting on the countertop. I didn't really know where I wanted to start with things. I kind of divided it out, again, like things with like things, and I did get some TV going just so it was a bit more enjoyable to do this project. I do like organizing, I do like decluttering, all of those things, but sometimes having TV or music going, it gets you going, it gets you in the groove, and things go a bit quicker. Just kind of some mindless noise, if you will. But here I am going through all the little bits and pieces. We have so many loose pieces of hardware, screws, Allen wrenches, just very weird things in that drawer. So I was sorting all of that like by like, going through all these random receipts and papers. We had user manuals for a bunch of kitchen products that we have. There was the user's manual for our vacuum, our humidifier, just kind of random things. So I was able to combine all of those things together and put them in a binder. So they are all in one spot, still in the kitchen, but it's all condensed, easy to find, easy to sort through, and that's that. You may notice that we have a lot of face masks. A lot of them were made by family members and gifted to us at the height of the pandemic, and I just do not want to get rid of those. There is still a sentimental value to that, even if it was not the greatest circumstances in which they were given. I do still wear a mask where I work, so I definitely will be using them and going through them, the ones that I bought and the ones that were gifted. And these are all the manuals and books and things that I was talking about. I got them all sorted. I went through everything. Some of them had warranty coupons and, those random little postcard things that they send that were expired, were no good to me. Some of the manuals were things that we don't even have anymore, so I got rid of all of those. And here is the wonderful binder that I was talking about. For now, I just put them in the binder and kind of set it aside, but I did reorganize that whole binder. I put them in like dividing file folder type things in the binder, so everything's labeled, it's organized, it all makes sense. I think one of the most fun parts about watching this video back is seeing how much of a mess and how chaotic everything looks out on one surface. And as you start to bag things up, downsize, get rid of, donate, whatever you decide to do, everything just kind of starts dwindling away. And then the fun part is seeing everything off of this countertop start to disappear when it finds its home back in the drawer. And now we are on to the bathroom. I did bring everything that was under the bathroom sink out into the living room, put it all on our coffee table where I was able to see everything a lot better and go through everything a lot easier. I have done this probably once or twice since we moved in with everything in the bathroom, and I get rid of so many things every single time I do. I don't know where I accumulate so many things, so many face cleaners, perfumes, lotions. I don't even use that much of it. I was able to donate quite a bit of it this time around, gift it to someone else who might need it more than I do. I'm not really one of those girls that follows trends all that much, and after going through the bathroom, I was able to get rid of, donate, throw away quite a bit of it. Some of it dated as far back as even, things that I had in high school that I hadn't used in years, and I carried them from place to place thinking they had this sentimental value when there really wasn't any. And it was just a clean slate after I was done with the bathroom, starting fresh with the products I know that I use and I love. The last stop on this decluttering journey for this video is, again, back in the kitchen, downsizing some of our packaging of nuts and snacks and things that were in the microwave stand that I didn't get to the first time around. I know the packaging of products tells you what it is. It's just as easy to read it as it is to look at a jar. But I like the look of the glass jars. It's just a lot more appealing for me to look at and seeing exactly what I have as soon as I open the door. I got all of these jars as a Christmas present this year for canning and food storage. So I was able to get those open finally and use a couple of them for this project because I didn't have big enough jars out of my current stock. So I'm very happy about having these bigger jars now. Super excited to get things canning, get things stored, and all the things. We also had some containers of granola and other little snacky things that weren't really our favorite mix, so they were put in containers to use for lunches with yogurt or, just to snack on, and we have not touched them. So unfortunately, I did throw some of it away, but it felt good to get rid of a few more containers that I know we're going to donate. And I just wanted to thank everyone for watching, and I will see you next time.